We are live. It would appear that we are live. It's kind of hard to tell when you're live because the interface is kind of wacky, but we are live, and I wanted to make sure that indeed on my own phone I can see that we're live, and I can. So it's been a weird connection out here. I don't know what it is. It actually reads when I do a test run or a speed check, whatever, that it's faster than in the house. So I don't understand, but looks pretty good on the screen to me. I don't know. Anyway, good evening, Mr. Gear Runner. Sup, buddy? What's up, man? Congratulations on your 6,000 sub attainment. That's too awesome, man. You are flying. Flying. Boise City Mopar. Oh, look, it's Robbie Poo. Hey, Robbie, LOL. Dan, you must be feeling rather affectionate this evening. Good to have you here. How you doing? CJ Colvin. Hey, what's up, Rob? How's it going, brother? It's going good, man. How you doing? Munir Dermish. Just subscribe to the channel. If you're on here, thank you very much. Gear Runner says thank you. You're welcome. If anybody's unaware, Gear has recently hit. Thank you, Brian. Damn it. Now I'm on live chat. Gear has recently hit 6,000 subscribers on his channel. He is a big-time YouTuber now. I don't know. Pretty soon he's going to be leaving the big green machine behind, and he's going to be full-time YouTuber. I don't know, man. Let's see. Boise City Mopar. Now, Rob, are you on live chat? Edge live chat. Both of you. Thank you. I was not, but I am now. Champagne Jones. Hey, brother. Hey, Gear. Gear Runner. Hey, Champagne. Martin Barno. Hey, Rob. Hope all is well. All's going good, man. Been out playing with the new truck today. Had the other truck out today. Oops. Right over there. It's over there. I'm not close enough. But both were out today. I took both for a cruise. Took some pictures at the post office, actually, of the Tacoma, man. So I've been running both and trying to put together a partnership deal with someone regarding some future mods for both the Tundra and the Tacoma, and I'm there. I just have to talk to them one more time, but I think all is going to go well, I think. CJ Colvin says, congrats, Gear, on the 6,000 subs, brother. Sean DeLong, yo, Rob. Sean, what's up, buddy? Johnny Salinas, now new here. How's it going? It's going good. Welcome. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for subbing, man. Are you a part of the Tacoma Grille Giveaway? Jordan DeWald says, Jordan likes Tundras. Cool. I do too. Gear Runner. Hey, Sean and Edge and CJ. Sean, congrats, Gear. Gear says, thank you, CJ. I appreciate that, man. Boise City Mopar. See, Brian, we always have to keep reminding him to get on live chat. You do. I never remember. I admit that freely. I never, ever remember to do that. It's my best intentions, but I never do. Gear Runner says, thanks, Sean. Nathan Boswell. What up, Rob? How you doing, Nathan? What's happening, man? CJ Colvin, Anytime Gear, Dave McKinnon. Sweet Tundra Man, good pick. Hey, that came out pretty good, didn't it? For a rookie, for an amateur like me. It would have been nice if it would have been a little bit brighter, though. You can see the sun is right in that area up there behind the clouds. Champagne Jones, Bill Steen 5100s for the Tundra. I don't know. I'm up in the air to what to do with the Tundra yet. Gear, by the way, refresh my memory. What lift do you have on your Tundra? I think it's a 3.2 ready lift. Is that right? Let's see. Martin says, so you purchased a Tundra. I did. I wanted to have the best of both worlds. You know, I love the Tundra. I really did. I got rid of it because I didn't think it would fit in my garage. And it wouldn't have if I'd have given it the taco treatment, like what you see right over there. In other words, if I'd have changed the tires and the wheels and lifted it. But this one, with the Tacoma sitting on top in the garage, fits under the lift with about somewhere like 4 to 6 inches to spare. So I'm thinking I could do like a 3.2 ready lift on the Tundra, raise it up, 3 inches in the rear, 2 inches in the front, level it off, and I still would be able to fit underneath the Tacoma. So maybe I was wrong, or maybe the other one, the Crew Max, was higher, because there's no way when I measured that would fit. Not doing what I wanted to do, you know. CJ says the Tundra of yours looks bad arse. Oh, just wait. It's gonna change. It's coming. It's coming. It's this close. Champagne Jones, top setting will net you, let's see, top setting will net you 2.5 inch lift in the front. All right, and you're talking about on the Bilsteins. Boise City, well, I tested a 2007 Dodge Charger Daytona, and I may or may not get it. Well, what's the conundrum? Johnny, yes, sir. I am hoping I win. Cool. Well, good luck to you. I hope you win. I hope somebody wins. I know somebody's going to win. I just hope that everybody followed the rules, you know, because it's pretty simple. You have to sub to the 3 channels and leave a comment in the video. That's it. By the way, since it's come up, Johnny, I want to mention what I'm going to do, and for anybody else who watches this now or later, I don't know, but what I'm going to do Wednesday night after 5. Not sure exactly what time. If I don't have any technical problems, it'll be probably 5:30, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to come on live, and I'm going to do the drawing live on the channel. That's my plan. Again, barring any technical problems or anything that comes up that I'm not anticipating. But the drawing is going to be Wednesday night after 5 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm hoping like 5:30, 6 o'clock, 6:30, something like that. But I'll sit. There'll be a notification that'll go out. So if you're subbed to the channel and you want to get a notification as to when that is going to be, make sure you have the bell checked on my channel. Because if you have that bell checked, you'll get notification when I'm going to go live, and then you'll know. Just saying. Just saying. Boise City Mopar says, I posted pictures of it on my Instagram. I don't know if I'm following you on Instagram, Dan. I don't know. Nothing came up unless you just did it 2 minutes ago. Champagne Jones says, Sup Edge. Sup Edge. That's right, Brian. You're here. Hi. I think I knew that, and then I promptly forgot because, you know, brain cells and all. Boise City Mopar says, Gear Runner, a man. Gear Runner, a man. Well, that's debatable, but yeah, I guess. Gear Runner, a man. Congrats on 6K subs. Absolutely. It's a great achievement, man. Rafe Severin says, I believe I have decided to get the Tundra TRD Pro. Really? What pushed you over the edge? Peter Saylor. Peter, welcome. How you doing? Peter says, will you be mad if the 2021 is a hybrid like they say and will get 30 miles per gallon and pull more than the F250? To be honest with you, I could care less about pulling capability. I don't pull anything, so I don't care about that. If it gets 30 miles to the gallon, that would be kind of disheartening since mine supposedly gets 16 and 19. The verdict's still out if it's going to get that or not, but I care about the mileage. You don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't like dumping money in the gas tank any more than anybody else, but I care more about the tech and the comfort and all the gadgets and the styling, honestly. So I don't know what they're going to do with the remodeled Tundra. I mean, if it came out, let's just say, and it had everything, it was all great, and it gets 35 miles to the gallon, and it just looks, I mean, it's got all the tech and all that crap in it, but it just looks like crap. You know, it looks like and I'm using this like an Avalanche, let's say, Chevy Avalanche. Remember those? I wouldn't get it. I mean, it's not all, first and foremost, I've got to like the looks of what I'm driving, you know, because I'm the one looking at it every day, right? I love the looks of this truck. If they do something stupid and make it look gross or bad or unappealing to me, and I think I'm pretty average, so I think, you know what I think, probably a lot of people would agree. I don't know, maybe they wouldn't, but I wouldn't get it. I mean, you know, I just wouldn't. There was do you guys remember the Buick, what was it called? That ugly Buick van looking like thing that they tried to push for camping. You could open the back and it had a tent on it and all that stuff. The Rendezvous, I think that's what it was. That thing was ugly and it was a flop. Nobody bought it. And there's jokes all the time about that vehicle because it was horrid. It was butt ugly. So, you know, it's gotta look good. I mean, first and foremost, it's got to look good. It's got to have the gadgets and all that crap and the tech on it. It's got to get decent gas mileage, and that's really all I care about. You know, the towing capability. I mean, yeah, if I ever want to pull something, it'd be nice if it could tow something, I guess. But I'm not pulling a space shuttle. You know. Um, let's see. Gear Runner says 3-2 ready lift is correct. That's what I thought. Thank you, because I think that's what I'm leaning for if I do anything. And how much of a lift, realistically, did that give you? Do you know? I mean, I know it's supposed to be a 3-2, right? But in the end, do you know how much it really did or how it affected the truck? Because I'm that tight. You know, I have about 6 inches, probably not even that. I probably have 4 or 5 inches. So if I took up 3, I'd still be golden, you know, and that would be cool. Edge Everyday says, it's okay. I have a purpose on the stream. I have been reminding him for almost a year to get on live chat. You do have a purpose, Gear, and I like having you here, or Edge. Ugh! And I like having you here anyway, so, you know. There are a few people that have been on here for a long time, and you're one of them. Gear Runner says, thank you, Dan. CJ Colvin says, are you planning on putting headers and exhaust on the Tundra as well as the Tacoma? No, I did put an exhaust on the Tacoma. The Tacoma has an MBRP exhaust on it. I do plan on putting some kind of a dual exhaust on the Tundra. I don't know what yet. You know, I had mentioned before that I wouldn't go with a TRD exhaust again, but now I'm thinking, well, you know, that wasn't a horrible exhaust. It's just expensive. So, I don't know. I'm not sure. Definitely not headers. No, no. Boise City Mopar, pure runner. You're welcome, dude. He's a pure runner. Pure runner. MMZ77, one possible problem. No more manual trans in the fleet. That's true, but I do have access to some manual transmissions. One of them is the Type R, by the way, so I can get my Honda fix and drive a manual transmission. So manual transmissions are not gone from the channel. It just depends on if anybody wants to see them. I mean, there are, I don't know, a few cars manual transmission that I can drive, but if nobody cares to see them, then, I won't do it anymore. Rafe Severin says, checked out your channel today, Gear. I hope they covered your truck under warranty. Yeah, I would think given that warranty he has. You bought the extended warranty, I think, so I would think they would. Thank you, Rafe. I do believe they will. Just have to get it up there. Yeah, I'm almost positive they will. And that's not a very expensive part if it's what I think it is. Champagne Jones says, my guess is 4th Gen Tundra will be 2022 model year. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing 2022 model year, probably come out sometime in 2021. So, and let me tell you, there is a method to my madness here. You know, I don't keep vehicles forever. I do plan on keeping the Tacoma for quite a long time, to be honest. But when the 2021-22, I guess, Tundra comes out, that would be definitely something that I'd be interested in. Again, it's got to meet a few criteria before I would pull the trigger, but this gives me 2 years to play with this truck, do what I want to do with it. Who knows? Maybe I'll love it and I won't do anything with it. I don't know. But definitely part of the reasoning why I did this is because I'm 2 years out, or they're 2 years out, from introducing the remodeled Tundra. And if all goes well and it's any good, that will be the next logical step in my fleet anyway. So we'll see. Jordan says, my Toyota Tundra 4-wheel drive. Jordan, you have a Toyota Tundra 4-wheel drive? CJ Colvin says, have you driven the Scat Pack Charger? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. My screen jumps on me all the time. It really urinates me off. CJ Colvin says, have you driven the Scat Pack Charger or Challenger with the 392 Hemi V8? I drove the Hellcat, actually, and it was lightning fast. There's a video on the channel. It's the blue. If you're just looking through it and you want to look quick, look for the blue picture. It'll either be the Mustang or the Hellcat, and it's more recent. Well, it's not more recent than the Mustang. It's right after the Mustang. Somewhere in that range on the channel, but it was awesome, man. It was awesome. Boise City Mopar says, well, Rob, it depends. If they can work their magic with my horrible credit score. Is this something you're looking at doing right away, Dan, or is this still down the road? Rafe says also, Fords suck. So, of course, they cannot hold their value, but I did explain the reasoning on your channel. That's true. I remember. Sorry. Gear Runner says, are the other two guys going to be mad if I win the grill and don't own a taco and give it away on my channel? LOL. No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I mean, ultimately, in the end, we don't know who we're giving these to. And we don't know that anybody has a Tacoma. I mean, it'd be nice if somebody, bought it and put it on their Tacoma and sent a picture and all that. But, I mean, I don't care. You can do whatever you want. I mean, I registered to win something, or I have in the past, and I didn't own whatever it was. It doesn't matter. You don't have to prove you have a Tacoma. And, of course, I know you don't. So I think it's awesome that you're in, and I think it'd be good for your channel as well, because then you can turn around and pay it forward to somebody else. So why not? Jordan DeWald says, Rob, Tundra, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive. They do come in both, yes. Boise City Mopar says, I'd like to try a Scat Pack, but the problem is they're way too expensive for what I can afford. Well, then you definitely should not get one, unless you want to mortgage your future. And then I say go for it. I mean, it's up to you, You know what you can afford. Champagne Jones says, gear is always giving back. The guy just oozes inspiration. Well, he might ooze perspiration. I'm not sure if it spell corrected you there or not. Perspiration, inspiration, I don't know. But seriously, he is a pretty inspirational fella. I like gear. I do. Boise City Mopar says, CJ, well, I saw the 1-2 dealerships in my area as a 2017 Charger Scat Pack, but they're asking 38 grand. Way too much for what I can afford. Decision made. Move on. Gear Runner says, you just need 28 for 9K, Rob. Is that where I'm at? I haven't looked recently. I know, man. The giveaway, obviously, you give something away like this because it's an awesome giveaway, I think. And people subscribe. Now, it's going to be interesting to see how many people stay subscribed. I hope people stay subscribed. I am going to change my philosophy a little bit on giveaways on the channel, in that I'm going to be doing more of them, and they're going to be better giveaways. The more people I get, the bigger the channel gets, the better the giveaways I'll be able to do. For instance, when I hit 10,000, we're going to give away the tweeters that you can put in the Tacoma to replace the tweeters that are in the truck now. We're going to do that. I'm going to do some more sticker type stuff, maybe the Raptor style grill lights, just things like that I think people want. I mean, I wanted them, so I'm assuming, they're fairly well known and stuff. So we're gonna do more things like that. So I'm hoping that people that have subscribed aren't just here, although I know people do, for the giveaway. But if that's why they're just here, then stay subscribed, because there's gonna be more. There's gonna be more coming. Just saying. Bees Landscaping says, what up, Rob? Bees, how you doing, man? Sean DeLong says, must be a truck buying week. I just purchased, what? A 19 Tundra Pro. Awesome. That's awesome. What color? What'd you get? Gear Runner says, yep, and congratulations on that awesome truck, Sean. Awesome. Sean says, dealership told me that the hybrid is coming. Well, it has to be. I mean, there's no way that trucks can continue the way they are going forward. They won't last. Rafe Severin says, it is far more comfortable than the Taco, and I would have more room. That's awesome. That's true. I can also put a toolbox in the back and still have at least a 5-foot bed. I can haul more easy as well. Absolutely. All great reasons, and I don't disagree at all. I did a comparison video today. It's going to be up tomorrow, assuming it ever finishes uploading, between the Tundra and the Tacoma over here. So check that out, and a lot of it is based on comfort. It's based on the interior, and there's some comfort things and other stuff like that. So I think it's interesting, but I made it, so I don't know. Let's see. It's far more comfortable. MMZ says the Pontiac Aztec. You are right. I was wrong. It was not the Buick or whatever Rendezvous. It was the Pontiac Aztec. You're right. Ugliest thing ever. Almost as ugly as the Pacer. Remember the, what was it, the AMC Pacer, I think? Ugliest car on the road, in my opinion, ever. Dion Baker. Hey, Dion, how you doing, bud? Hey, congrats on the new rig, TSS. Thanks, buddy. I'm digging it. Um, I didn't realize that they didn't put these out all over the country. I thought, maybe it's a new thing for 2019 or whatever, but I didn't realize that they're more regional. Um, so it's pretty cool. It's got a lot of the stuff the way that I want it on it. So there are things that I can still do that, some of the things are already there. For instance, those running boards, I on the Crewmax I had those Line-X because I wanted to get rid of the chrome. I don't have to do that. They came that way. But I would have done the same thing. I would have had them Line-X because that look was really cool. I liked it. Calvin says the ugliest car I've seen in my life is the Pontiac Aztec. That is ugly. Horribly ugly. Horribly ugly. Champagne Jones says, if Toyota doesn't do what Ford did and offer a V8 option, they will implode themselves in the half-ton market. They don't sell enough Tundras to polarize their customers like Ford. I would agree. They probably cannot get out of the V8. They're going to have some kind of cylinder deactivation or hybrid technology or something in it. Maybe a fan on the back. I don't know, a sail that'll improve gas mileage and still be able to keep that V8, Gear Runner says, I don't know exactly because I'm also running 35s. That's true. That's right. Edge Everyday says, 3.2 will give you about 4 inches. Oh, that's going to be marginal, man. That's going to be marginal for me. Not, I'm not changing the tires or the wheels. It has 20-inch tires, or wheels rather, and a fairly aggressive. I mean, look at that tire that came stock. The only thing I wish is that they were a little wider. Maybe a little taller, I don't know, but a little wider. But I'm not going to change them, at least not initially. So, let's see. CJ Colvin says, sounds awesome, Boise City Mopar. Did you get to test drive them? And did they give you the red key? Of course, that's probably just Hellcat specific. Boise City Mopar, CJ, would love to buy a Pontiac Aztec so I can use it for a crash test, LOL. What? Why would you waste your money? Edge Everyday says, I am listening. I am putting in a new light in the dining room. Ooh, be careful. I've seen you do some electric work before. And not that that was bad. I'm just saying. Boise City Mopar says, CJ, no, I decided not to test drive the vehicle. If you can't afford it, what's the point of test driving it? Video content, Dan. Video content. You have a YouTube channel. Boise City Mopar says, in fact, and then he just flew right off my screen. Must be a pretty controversial comment. In fact, in a few years, I might consider buying a 4-cylinder Chevy Silverado. What? Who would? What? Why? No! Don't buy a 4-cylinder full-size truck. My God, you'd be able to walk faster than it would go. Dion says, why didn't you get the Taco in a manual? I just didn't want a manual truck. That's all. If I'm going to do a manual, it's going to be a sporty, zippy little car, something like that. Mr. Raypack 24. Hey, welcome to the channel, man. How you doing? From McAllen. By the way, I sent that sticker out to you today. I don't know if you got the email. I responded to your email. The sticker's in the mail. You should have it within a couple of days, I would think, from here to there. CJ Colvin says, the point is to see how the car performs, but I get what you're saying, Boise City Mopar. Yeah, I perfectly understand what you're saying, but it's content for the channel. Mr. Raypack24 says, keep the taco, Rob. The taco is not going anywhere. It's a staple on this channel, and it's not going anywhere. I'm waiting. I ordered what I think is the next epic mod for the Tacoma. And it should be here, I believe, like March 4th or something like that, assuming I get the rest of the parts. So it's not going anywhere. Don't worry. Boise City Mopar says, CJ, I get what you're saying, and who knows? I might consider testing it out. They haven't sold that car in months, so I don't foresee it going anywhere anytime soon. Hey, it's the way it goes. If you get interested in it, it'll sell. That's just the way it goes. Champagne Jones says, if they're changing the entire powertrain, I would wait an entire year or maybe 2. That goes for all brands. Yeah, the old feeling that never buy the first year of anything. And I agree. You probably spend a lot of time in the shop from them working out the bugs. So that's good advice. Chad says, hey, Rob, how are you doing? I'm good, Chad. How you doing, buddy? What's up tonight? The catering company says, Sean, thanks. Oh, this is Sean's wife, I believe. Um, Sean thinks that his new Pro is really mine. He just inherited himself a Lexus. Oh, I see. We got a little controversy going on over there. Ray Severance says, if things go correctly, I would be able to trade the Tundra for the 2022 when it comes out. Yeah, same thing I'm thinking, man. That's kind of the plan going forward. Again, depending on what it is, it's got to be, it's got to be something I would want. Champagne Jones says, let other consumers be the guinea pig. Yes, I agree. Chad, I really love the Tundra. It's awesome, isn't it? It should look pretty cool. I'm going to take it either tomorrow morning or Wednesday morning to get the windows tinted. And it's funny down here. Well, first of all, I went to a place today. It was 10 o'clock, something like that. Doors are closed. Nobody's there. Like, what the hell, man? How do you make any money? They lost a customer. So I called another place, and they have 4 different options ranging from 75 bucks to 200 and some bucks for window tint. Now, the cheapest, obviously, they don't offer any warranty on color. They offer warranty on bubbles and warranty on peeling, but not color, which means it'll probably turn purple after a couple of years. Have you ever seen that? I'm not interested in that. Their next level is warranty on color, peeling and bubbling, and it is 3 years, 3-year warranty. Not too bad, not too bad. The next level, the third level, second from the top, is warranty on everything, lifetime, but less UV protection or less heat protection. It lets in, I think, 40% or keeps 40% out, whatever. And then their final level for $225 is the Cadillac, and it blocks out, I believe, 60% heat, which is probably UV, I don't know, but 60% heat and lifetime warranty on everything else, like the next one down. So 200 and some bucks for window tint for 2 windows, that's nuts. No way am I doing that. 100 and some bucks for the next highest level, which is the higher heat, I guess. Might do that. Definitely not doing the lowest one. And the 3-year warranty one, I might do that, actually. That's the cheapest of the options that I'm looking at. So might do that. I don't know, but it's crazy. Let's see. Krista says, good evening, in her deepest Count Dracula voice. How you doing, Krista? Where you at? I mean, I'm out here by myself, all alone with these folks. Dance Master Freak. What's up, man? What's going on, everybody? Just sitting here talking about trucks and stuff. How you doing? Champagne says, hello, green beans. Edge Everyday says, Sean, that is a beautiful white. Did I comment? I think I saw that, Sean. I think I saw it on Instagram. Boise City Mopar says, Dion Baker, Rob shifting a manual taco. Oh, I would love to see that. What are you talking about, Dan? I've driven everything from the McLaren P1 to a Pinto station wagon in a stick, even a dump truck. Why would you think that? That makes no sense. Krista Greenbean says, Sean, congratulations on the new truck. That's awesome. Krista says, hey, Champagne. Krista says, I'm so happy to have my Tundra back. Krista sometimes gets delusional. I don't know if her blood sugar starts to run low or what, but I don't know. Champagne says, I think the Scion XB gave the Pontiac Aztec a run for its money for being hideous. What about the Honda Element? What do you think of that? Wasn't it the Element, the square van-like thing? What do you think of that? Mr. Raypack, Walter White drove an Aztec and made it cool. I don't know who Walter White is. Who's Walter White? Let's see. Steve Davis. Hey, Steve, welcome. How you doing, man? Steve says, hey, Rob, love the Tundra. Great color. Toyota doesn't make an ugly truck. Go big or go home, LOL. They don't. But the best looking truck, in my opinion, of course, is that one right over there. There, right there. I love the looks of the Tacoma. I think I've said it many times that it's the best looking truck on the road. Next for me, I'll admit it, is the Ram and then the Tundra. Um, that's what I think. For what it's worth. I don't know. Krista says, Edge every day. How you today, buddy? Jordan says, Rob Tundra lifted. I agree. I agree. Sean says, thanks, Edge. Champagne Jones says, Jordan wants Rob to start training for the strongman contest. Uh, it may be. Boise City Mopar says, okay, guys, tell you what. If you want me to try out a Dodge Charger Scat Pack, I will do it. But I will do it for video content. Dan, that's the name of the game, man. If you're going to have a YouTube channel, you got to create content. You create content by doing stuff like that, right? I mean, you're the Boise City Mopar guy. This is a Mopar vehicle. Boise City Mopar says, well, guys, I'm going to poop. I'm going to I'm going to pop out. Looks like a lady just pulled up in a Chevy Cruze, and it's overheating, so I'm going to go enlist my help. Good luck. I wish you well. And remember, do not remove the radiator cap when it's hot. Just saying. CJ Colvin says, the other ugly cars I know is the Mustang 2. It's a pretty ugly car. And the 80s Camaro. Oh, well, I didn't mind the Camaro, but that Mustang 2, because I had one, not the best looking car. I think mine even had vinyl on the roof. I'm pretty sure it did. John Meeks says, hello, everyone. Hey, John, how you doing, bud? What's up? Champagne Jones says, hey, John Meeks. Krista says, hi, John. Gear says, hi, LOL, Linda. M. Jones, a V8 isn't necessarily a bad for fuel economy. I have 3 friends with both EcoBoost diesels. My V8 gets the same or better economy. I don't think the e-torque has been blowing anyone away either. That's true. What kind of mileage are you getting in your F-150, man? And welcome, by the way, Mark. Good to have you here. Krista says, hey, Andy. Or, hey, Andy. CJ Colvin says, I'm glad you drove the Hellcat. Now it's time to drive the Demon or Red Eye. Yeah, I've never driven either one of those. CJ Colvin says, I totally agree, M. Jones. As for F-150s, I definitely choose the Coyote V8 over the EcoBoost any day of the week. Shockman says, hey, Rob. Shockman, how you doing? Welcome. Let's see. KRZYSJC. Thinking about Raptor or TRD Pro, what would you go with if cash isn't a problem? The Raptor. Only because it just looks so awesome. Yeah, I'd go with the Raptor. The TRD Pro is a neat truck. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's nothing to sneeze at, but the Raptor is like here. And the Pro is like right here. Barely, but right there. I don't know. That's my opinion. I love the looks of the Raptor myself. John says TRD Pro. He disagrees. Gear Runner says, hey, Krista. Joseph Wellborn. Joseph, how you doing, man? Welcome. Joseph says, gonna throw a lift on it. Yeah, I'm thinking of a 3.2 ready lift. I don't want anything, at least not at this point. You know, you never know. I don't want anything extreme. You know, somebody told me, I can't remember who, that I should put a 6-inch lift or something on it, which I think would be awesome. But it definitely wouldn't fit in my garage then, so I'm not going to do something like that, at least not now. Joseph says, very pretty truck. Thank you. Thank you. I prefer to call it very manly, but I appreciate it. Dance Master Freak says, doing good, Rob. How about yourself? I am great, Dance Master. Channel's growing. New vehicle right there in the herd. Things are going good. Z-Diver says, Tacoma have a rear locker? No, it does not. The catering company says, hey, Gear, come to JC. We will take the Pro to the mountains, find a big mud hole, then take it back and put it in the garage. That would be funny. That would be funny. Probably not for Sean, though. Champagne Jones says, I would suggest ceramic tent, especially if you live in a very hot climate. I do. It gets into the hundreds here in the summer, I'm told. I haven't experienced that yet, but we'll see. Will's a waving. I think maybe it's Josie, I'm not sure, says, I got that phone notification. Oh, no, it is Will then. Awesome, man. I watched your video today. cooking the steak. I thought it was an awesome job. Josie, she just complains all the time, talking about the bone. And where does she think animals have? They have bones. I mean, I know she doesn't want to see it, but it's there. And wanted you to cut it out. That's funny. Krista says, my blood sugar is fine, honey. Well, that's true. You did just have dinner. So, Dance Master Freak says, just sitting in our new to me car, enjoying the 50-degree sunny day while it lasts. Awesome. What's the car? Excuse me. You know, after I get talking for a while, it's always the voice starts to go. I don't know why. I guess it's why I'm not a singer. Edge Everyday says, peak, guys. Got to run. See you next time. I need light bulbs. Hey, Edge. Thanks for being on, buddy. Thanks for the reminder. Appreciate you being here. Gear Runner says, I'm in, Linda. And he's laughing. Mr. Raypack says, Walter White was from Breaking Bad. Okay, I know who it is. Gear Runner says, I bet Sean wouldn't even notice. I bet he would. Sean says, thanks, Krista. I think she just likes the big boy trucks. Uh-huh. Just like Krista, you see. Champagne Jones says, take care, Edge. Gear Runner says, have a good night, Edge. Sean says, pipe down, Gear. Shh. Gear Runner, he's laughing. David Wilson says, the Yugo was as ugly as the Pacer. You know, strangely for me, it actually wasn't. I didn't mind the Hugo too much. I've driven a Hugo. I will tell you, you felt like it was going to fall apart all around you at all times. I believe the shifter actually pulled out from the floor one time. I remember the gas cap broke somehow, so they had a rag stuck in the gas cap. It was just a horrid machine, and then eventually it just simply died, I think. It wasn't the best looking car, I admit, but the Pacer was just horrid. Krista says, see ya, Ed. Scott says, thought I'd blow in and say, how y'all doing? I'm good, Scott. How you doing, buddy? How are things up there in your area? Tony Warren says, hi, Rob. So no Civic anymore? No. The Civic is gone. I didn't need 3 vehicles for myself. So it's gone. It wasn't a big draw on the channel anyway, so I just decided to bite the bullet. I did like that car. I really did, and, you know, took some soul searching to get rid of it, I must say, because I really did like the car, but it is gone. Gear Owner says, hey, Scott. Krista says, hi, Scott. Are you staying warm up there? Champagne Jones says, Scott S., you're lagging, bro. Scott, you're lagging. Rick's 66. How you doing? Welcome. Rick says, what it do, Rob? How is that Tundra treating you? Your taco is dope. Hey, man, I love the new Tundra. I do. I love the Tundra when I had it before in the Crew Max, and the Tacoma as well. I mean, the Tacoma is really starting to look the way that I want it to look, you know? So, got a few more things to do to that truck yet. I've got one on order. As soon as it gets here, it's going to be an epic mod, in my opinion. Another epic mod. I know I say that a lot, but there are milestone mods, and they're epic. Jordan says ATV. Nope, no ATVs for me. Cody Calvin. Cody, what's up? Cody says, howdy. Any info on when the bumper giveaway will be announced? The bumper giveaway. I think you got the wrong contest, man. Or if you're talking about the grill, yeah. It's giving you a hard time. I am going to do a live stream on Wednesday night, the 27th, at somewhere after 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Probably somewhere between, I'd say, 5:30 and 6:30. Assuming all the technical aspects of what I'm going to try to do work out, which they should, and I'll do the drawing live on the channel on Wednesday evening. So sometime after 5, remember, turn your bell on, your notification bell, so that you get notification when I'm on, when I go live, and when new videos come out, but when I'm on live, so that when Wednesday comes, if you're interested and you want to find out right away who wins, you'll get notification of when I go live. And I am going to give it a little bit. I mean, I'm not going to flip on, do the drawing and then flip off. I'm probably not going to be on the whole time, but there will be a little bit of a gap between when I come on and when I announce it, just to give people a chance to get on, you know. Nothing worse than tuning in and I just did the drawing. At least for me it would be. Champagne Jones says Raptors hold their value like crazy. They do. I looked at potentially getting a Raptor before I got the Tundra, and I just thought, I'm not paying that kind of money for a used truck. I don't care what it is. Not when I can get a brand new Tundra for, half the cost. No way. The catering company says, I think it's hilarious that you need a lift and big tires and this suspension stuff, and the thing will never see a gravel road. Why? Why? That's like saying that I think that because you paint a white truck and you're never going to use it for work is hilarious. We do what we like. We do what pleases us. That's why I'm going to do what I'm going to do, because I like the stance of a lifted truck with all the other stuff on it. I mean, that's why, Gear Runner, he's laughing like he ever goes off-road. You ever seen Gear Runner washing mud off his truck? I've never seen that. Champagne Jones says, RAV4 TRD, wait a minute. RAV4 TRD off-road for the win. I'm not a big RAV4 fan, never have been. And I really don't care for the new ones, to be honest. But Chad Cronat says, hey, Gear. Gear Runner says, hi, Chad. Champagne Jones says, green beans, is Rob a shower singer? No. No, he's not. Dance Master Freak says, 04 Ford Taurus. SES, straight piped exhaust system, only one cat, nothing else. Wow. Thing's got to make a little bit of noise. I never hated the Taurus. I mean, it was a great workhorse car, All the leasing companies had them. If you rented something back in the day, it probably would have been a Taurus, M. Jones says, according to the truck, never calculated it, I'm at 18.5 in the first 6,500 miles. Wow. That's pretty good. I think that's pretty good mileage myself. Gear Runner says, give it a few years, Rob. Your mind will go before your voice. It's already happening, Gear. CJ Colvin says, someone a review on a 2019 Raptor with the EcoBoost and an AFE cold air intake, aftermarket downpipes, and a Barola S-type exhaust, and a tune, and it's making 550 horsepower and 610 foot-pounds of torque. I believe it. I believe it. Krista says, Champagne, he actually is not a shower singer. Thank God. What can I say? Never have been. Champagne Jones, he's a laughing. Jordan says, not to buy a RAV4 TRD off-road. Why? Why? Dance Master Freak says, just needs a tune-up and oil change. Replace the exhaust manifold. It was cracked. And leaking exhaust inside the car bad. That's not good. Needed gas mask to drive it safely for a while, but it's fixed now. Well, that's good. That's good news. Dance Master says 4% TTYL. 4% TTYL. Thank you, laughing. I'm not sure what that means. Jordan says he likes trucks. Me too. Krista says later, Dance Master. Is that what that means? Rick66 says epic. It's going to be epic, man. This is a mod, and I'm going to do it to the Tundra too if I can. First, I got to see how it works on the Tacoma, but it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Champagne Jones says, how are you liking the Duratec so far? You're talking about on the Tundra. I love the tires that are on the Tundra, man. They are awesome. Let's see. I'm curious. What in the world was that? Gear Runner says, my house in North Carolina is on a dirt road. Yeah, but that's a road. You can't throw, I mean, I could go out and throw a little bit of dirt on the asphalt and say I drove over dirt. I mean, come on. I want to see you take it through that creek in your backyard. You know, the one that's so high right now? Take it through that creek where the cows roam back there. Now that would be awesome. CJ Colvin says, someone from Canada did a resto mod on a 1985 Mercury Grand Marquis. Cool car. It has an 07 Crown Vic frame, 96 Grand Marquis dash, and a 5.4 liter dual overhead cam, 32 valve V8 out of an 03 Lincoln Navigator, making over 400 horsepower. That would be awesome. I always loved that Mercury Grand Prix or Grand Marquis. I wanted one back in the day. M. Jones says, I saw the new RAV4 on the weekend. Front end was hideous in my opinion. Yeah, that's the problem with it. The front end is just butt ugly. For me, that's like the, what is it, the Hyundai Velociter. Or is that what it is, the Velociter? I think so. The rear end is just nasty ugly in my opinion. I like it from the front until you get to the rear, and then it's just butt ugly, you know. Terrence Tatum says, hello, Rob. Hello, everyone. So, sorry I'm late. Did I miss anything? You missed when I'm going to do the drawing for the grill giveaway. I don't know if you're in that or not. There's a lot of people in it. So, it's going to be Wednesday night, sometime after 5 o'clock, probably 5:30 to 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to try, barring any technical problems, to do the random drawing on here. Hopefully behind me in this screen or something. So that's what I'm going to do. That's my plan. Hector Prito says, I'm doing 23 miles per gallon average in my 4x2 Tacoma Sport. What? I'm not getting 23 miles a gallon. Man, I'm lucky if I get 15. Of course, most of my driving is very low speed, short, stop and go, city. So I don't get the greatest mileage, but that's awesome. I think that's awesome. Tony Warren says new RAV4 front end is stealing from the Tacoma. Yeah, it might be. It is. I think you're right, and it's butt ugly. I do not care for that in that smaller version on that vehicle anyway. Thunder Whisper says hello all. T-Dub, what's up, buddy? M. Jones says, I bet you're getting one of the sport bars with lights for the bed of the Tacoma. No. No, I will tell you that's not it. I hadn't really thought much more about a sport bar. I have to start thinking about that again. I don't know. I don't know if I like the look or not. You know, I had it on the Rebel, and I thought it looked okay, but I don't know. Gear Runner says, hey, T-Dub and M. Jones. Champagne says, hey, Whisper. Thunder Whisper says, hello there, Gear. How's it going? Thunder Whisper says, Velociter. Yes, ugly. I hate that thing. Krista Green Bean says, hey, Terrence and T-Dub. Thunder Whisper says, hello, SBJ. El Paso said, excuse me, says hello all. El Paso, how you doing? Champagne Jones says, oh man, I love my RAV4. You know, the older ones weren't horrid, but the new ones, do you have a new one? Or do you have the older ones? The older ones weren't bad. I mean, I just don't care for the new ones myself. But hey, to each their own, man. If you like it, that's cool. Best of Toyota says hello. Best of Toyota. How you doing? Welcome. Thunder Whisper says hi, Krista. Best of Toyota says what's up. In case you missed it, I'm going to say it a few more times throughout this, but it's going to get briefer and briefer. The drawing for the grill is going to be Wednesday night, somewhere after 5:30, probably between 5:30 and 6:30. Going to do a live stream and going to pick the winner live. So if you don't have the bell checked for my channel, you might want to check that so that you get notification when I come on, if you're in the drawing. If you're not in the drawing, you should check it anyway, because then you get notification when videos come out and when I'm on. Gear Runner says that creek behind the house is probably deeper than the Tundra right now. Oh my God, that would make the video epic. If you want to do something, if you want to do something that's going to go viral, all right, take your Tundra and try to cross that stream. Now, make sure before you do that, you set a tripod with a camera up on the edge on the shore, so that when you're floating down that stream in your Tundra, you'll catch it all on film, or on video rather, and you can wave. It'll be epic. I'm telling you. I'm just saying. Tundra Whisper says, how's the 4x4 mode in the new Tundra? I haven't tried 4x4. El Paso says, Rob, you're committing a cardinal sin insulting the RAV4. Am I? Do people really like the RAV4 that much? I don't know. It's just not my thing, man. It's like the Prius, you know? I don't like the Prius. CJ Colvin says, hey, Rob. Hey, Rob, has any moisture gotten into your phone one time? Wait a minute. Gotten into your phone one time? I know it has done it to my S9 a few times. No, I've never had any moisture in my phone. Best of Toyota says, RAV4 or CRV? Yeah, you're going to hate this. CRV. I've had a couple of CRVs. I like the CRV. My daughter has a CRV right now. She loves it. It's just bigger. It's bigger inside, but it's not huge outside, you know? Tony Warren says, Tacoma is available in 4-cylinder and V6, correct? Yes, it is. Thunder Whisper says, put a lumber rack on it. No. Hector Prito says, same here in the hills and no highway. Megamax additive, it helps. Oh, really? Well, that would be good, but that's excellent, man. David Warren, or Wilson rather, says 17 mile per gallon on my Tacoma SR just turned 900 miles today. That's excellent too. I haven't seen great gas mileage in mine. I just haven't. Jordan says 2022 Tundra, Toyota Tundra V8. I believe that to be correct. Hector Prito says mine is a 6-cylinder. Mine is a 6-cylinder as well. Let's see. Tony Warren says RAV4 with the V6 flew. Yeah, I could see that. That can't have been a very heavy vehicle, man. Z Diver says supercharger. It's on my mind. Best of Toyota says Tacoma or Ranger. Well, Tacoma, of course. Anytime, every day. Best of Toyota says RAV4 or CRV. Like I said, CRV. El Paso says RAV4. Terrence Tatum says, what do you think about the Tacoma roof rack? Can't decide if I like it or not. I'm not a fan of roof racks at all, to be honest. I wouldn't do one because I just don't like the look. If you have a practical need, sure, you know. Let's see. Best of Toyota, Tacoma or Ranger? Tacoma. CJ Colvin says, you should supercharge your Tundra and make your own version of the Fundra and use it to race Mustangs. I'd have to have some weight in the back, man. All it would do is spin. It already spins, and that's just going out of the subdivision, you know. Edge Everyday says he's back. Welcome back, Brian. I hope you found your bulbs and your project is proceeding good or well. Krista says, hey, Edge. Gear Runner says, welcome back, Edge. Thu Key, hey, how you doing? Says, hi, how are you, my friend? How is your pickup doing? How is your pickup truck doing? Actually, they're both doing well. I've recently bought a Tundra. You can see right there, Thu. So I now have the Tundra and the Tacoma over there. Krista Greenbean says Tacoma. Edge Everyday says thanks, Gear. Best of Toyota says Highlander or Pilot or Explorer. Definitely not the Pilot. I hate the Pilot. Man, I got to go with the Explorer. If I'm going for looks, I don't know much about the capability of either one, although I would guess the Highlander is better. But for me, aesthetics is always first. I got to go with Explorer. I do like the Explorer. Thunder Whisper says supercharge would be the cat's meow. Did you like that? It would. I've never had a supercharged vehicle. I love the whir of the supercharger. It's awesome. Edge Everyday says I love the roof rack on the FJ. You know, I saw a guy who recently, it's like he Linexed in green. I don't know what you call it, an FJ, the whole thing. And man, did it look awesome. Had a roof rack, but it's awesome looking. Tony Warren says Highlander all the way. Yeah, I didn't think my choice would be very popular. Jordan says Tacoma supercharger. That'd be nice if Magnuson made one. Magnuson's the only supercharger I would use, and they don't have one for my engine yet. El Paso says, are you going to add aftermarket lettering to the back of the tailgate on the Tundra? It's interesting you mentioned that. I contacted a company today about that. Yeah, I would like to do that. Edge Everyday says, and speaking of it, what color do you think? Edge Everyday says, hello, T-Dub. Gear Runner says, supercharge the Jeep. No, the Jeep's got plenty of power. Thunder Whisper says, hello, Edge. Krista Greenbean says, Gear, the Jeep doesn't need a supercharger. Edge Everyday says, T-Dub, what size bowl and wood? Cherry. Oh, nice. Best of Toyota says, do you think Toyota should redesign the 4Runner in the next 2 years? I kind of like the 4Runner. At least the TRD Pro version. I don't know. Probably. It's probably getting along in the tooth. Thunder Whisper says 14-inch by 4. That would be the bowl, I assume. Champagne Jones says, Green Beans, have you thought about snorkel for the Jeep? Oh, God, I hope not. I think those are nasty. Gear Runner says, I would use Vortec also. Yeah. Edge Everyday says, is there anyone else looking for a bowl? DM me on Instagram. Yes, my mother wants a bowl. There you go. Do I still have to DM you, for God's sake? Gear Runner says, use. El Paso says, I think you should do lettering in black. You're the man. That's what I'm going to do. Edge Everyday says, AKA Rob's mom. LOL. There you go. Krista Green Beans, and she's on here right now, I'm sure. So there you go, Mom. If you want an Edge bull, you need to send him something on Instagram. And if you don't know how, I can help you. Krista Green Beans says, Champagne, I haven't. To be honest, I'm not a fan. Kind of runs in the family over here. Best of Toyota says, what about the Land Cruiser? Nope, not a fan of the Land Cruiser. I think they're butt ugly, and I think they have zero dependability. Edge Everyday says, oh, you're talking, no, let me take that back. I'm thinking of, oh God, something else. But the butt ugly part, that remains. Edge Everyday says, I could do that, T-Dub. I could do that. Tundra Whisper says, Gear, what is Pam's new ride going to be? Yeah, come on, man. Is she getting that Jeep or what? We want to know. Jeez. Tundra Whisper says, that would be awesome, Edge. Awesome. Gear Runner says, I don't know, T-Dub. She keeps changing her mind. So I gave up, laughing my arse off. I think you should get her a Prius. Be good for the channel. Champagne Jones says Range Rover. That's what I was thinking of, the Range Rover. The Range Rover. I was confusing that with the Land Cruiser. I love the look of the Range Rover, I must admit, but they have no reliability. I hate the look of the Land Cruiser, but they have reliability. If they could just switch the two, I'd be happy, you know. Let's see. Range Rover, Land Rover. Yeah, you're probably right. Tundra Whisper says, has the insurance BS been taken care of? That would be on Gear's, or his wife's SI. Gear says you're thinking Land Rover. I might be. Range Rover is the same though, I think, isn't it? Edge Everyday, for reliability. Edge Everyday says anytime T-Dub. Best of Toyota says Tundra or Tacoma when it comes to off-roading. The Tacoma. Four-wheel drive Tacoma any day. It can go anywhere. It's very capable. They're probably the most capable, besides maybe the Jeep, off-roading vehicle that's out there, I would say. Tundra Whisper says, what is she driving now? Z-Diver says TRD skid plate. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I've looked at that off and on. I don't know. The problem is, it'd be all right on the Tundra, definitely not on the Tacoma because of that red lettering. Now, you can get it black, I think. That might be okay. So, we'll have to see. Gear Runner says, nope, T-Dub, they're really dragging their feet, and we're getting mad. Pretty mad. I bet I would be. Best of Toyota says Tundra or Tacoma when it comes to off-roading. I read that. Edge Everyday says Tacoma all day. Absolutely. Jordan DeWald says 2022 Tundra 6.4 liter V8. 2023 Tacoma 5.7 liter V8. Yeah, I'd take that. I'd take that. Gear Runner says, yep, they both suck for reliability. Yeah, that's the problem. Tundra Whisper says, dag nabbit, those tick turds. What? M. Jones says, Tundra would have a longer wheelbase. I'd go Tacoma as well for off-road. Oh, absolutely. Edge Everyday says, I'd say if it's a wide open desert, TRD Tundra. I'd agree with that. More of a pre-runner style. Gear Runner says her Civic is drivable. El Paso says, what are your thoughts on daily driving a truck? Well, I only have trucks now, so I am going to be daily driving them. If you're sensitive to fuel and fuel prices, probably not the greatest choice. You can buy a Honda Civic and get, 40 mile a gallon. Otherwise, I say, heck yeah. They're one of the most comfortable things other than an SUV that you can drive, Let's see. Best of Toyota says, what do you think of the new 2020 Tacoma? I don't know. They didn't really do that much to it, so it's not that much different than mine, to be honest. Some LED headlights maybe, and some LED or electric seats, and, I don't know. They just didn't do much, so it's fine. I mean, I don't like it any less than I like mine because it's almost the same truck, really. Gear Runner says, I daily drive mine now and I'm loving it. I bet. Thunder Whisper says, Gear, use your YouTube platform to start putting pressure on them. That's right. That's right. Send them a link. Then they'll probably sue you for defamation of character or something in today's society. Champagne Jones says, LS swapped Tacoma for off-road. LS swapped Tacoma for off-road. Gear Runner says, I've thought about that, T-Dub, and that's probably coming soon. There you go. Edge Everyday says, kind of like an Audi. Awesome looking car, but needs to be rebuilt after 60,000. The Audis are nice. I've had 2 of them, and they are a freaking terrific car. It's like you're floating on a cloud driving those things, and powerful. Thunder Whisper says, that's from Smokey and the Bandit. Listen here, you Oh, okay. Thunder Whisper says, I love Audi, my favorite all-around car designer. They're awesome. They really are. Best of Toyota says Colorado or Ranger? Colorado. Thunder Whisper says Audi has such beautiful lines. They do. Edge Everyday says, T-Dub, I agree, but the Audi is ridiculous for maintenance. I think on the ones we had, they actually came like the BMW with a 3-year maintenance plan. So you'd have to pay any more for maintenance, like oil changes and crap, and and of course the normal warranty. So, but that wasn't too bad. We never had any problems, but we didn't have them that long. Thunder Whisper says the Jag is worse. I have heard that. I've never owned a Jaguar, or a Jaguar. Jordan DeWald says, I love the Tundra. Thanks, man. I love it too. It's awesome. Krista says, I miss my Audi. I miss my Audi. I love my Audi. David Wilson says, I can see over my hood now with the seat mod. Oh, that's awesome. So you did the seat mod. Did you use washers or did you use spacers? Best of Toyota says Colorado or Tacoma when it comes to reliability. Well, it's the Tacoma, of course. Jordan says he loves the trucks. That's good. Edge Everyday says, have you ever owned a Shagwire gear? A Shag gear. A Shagwire? Have you ever owned a Shagwire? No. John Watts says, Rob, got a 2014 Trail Team Sport manual short bed, 22,000 miles. What's it worth? Trail Team Sport manual short bed, 22,000 miles. What's it worth? I would say that would be worth about 2014. I would say that'd be worth about 25,000, 23 to 25,000. Am I right? Champagne Jones says, take care all, have a good night. You too, Champagne, thanks for being on. Edge Everyday says, Austin Powers, LOL. Now that you mention it. Gear Runner says, have a good night, Champagne. El Paso says, ever drove a Honda Ridgeline? I have not. I tried to, and the dealer wouldn't let me. Can you believe that? This is a while back. Edge Everyday says, see you, Sham. Best of Toyota says, Land Cruiser or Sequoia? Ew, neither. Krista Greenbean says, good night, Champagne. Thunder Whisper says, mini-me, quit humping the laser. Edge Everyday says, Josh, I would pay 29 to 32. There you go. I must be low. John Watt says, sold. There you go. Put the check in the mail. Send it off. Send it off. David Wilson says, use spacers. Cool. Very cool. I've done both, as you may know, watching the video, and I think they work equally fine. One more time before I go, I'm going to get off here in just a minute, but I wanted to end this with letting everybody know that the grill giveaway, the winner is going to be announced Wednesday night, the 27th, somewhere after 5:30, I would say, between 5:30 and 6:30 Eastern Standard Time on a live stream. I'm going to try to do it live in a format just like this, except I'll have a comment generator up on the screen, if I can do it right, and announce it that way. So that's the plan, barring any technical problems that I have. Otherwise, I'll shoot a video or something. But that's what we're going to do. Make sure you have the bell checked if you want to be notified when my video comes out, or the live stream starts, I should say, or anytime when a new video is posted on the channel. So check it out. I can't wait to go to do it. I'm really excited about it myself. It should be pretty cool. So we'll see. Anyway, guys, gals, appreciate you guys being on here, and hopefully we'll see you Wednesday night. If not, we'll see you next time on the web. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.